Hi. If you want to make a mobile app, there's like bunch of options out there from React Native, Flutter to Swift, Kotlin, what else, right? So I've been working with React.js for past few years and this project is built on Next.js. So naturally my first choice would be React Native, right? But the problem is every time I tried React Native before, it didn't go well. But recently people started saying like, oh, Expo has gotten so nice and now officially React Native supports Expo. And so I was like, okay, nice. This sounds good. I think I should give it a one last try. I did a live stream on it actually. F React Native, I'm building my app with Swift. I know, hard title, and it shows how much I was frustrated with the whole thing. I had to face so much issue just to install. So yeah, if you want to see me pull my hair off, just go watch that live stream. So the overall experience made me realize I don't think I am a big believer in cross-platform solutions. Allow me to elaborate. So let's say you want to make a cross-platform app and you decide to go for React Native. When you start with React Native, you can have two options. Either you go for Expo or go for React Native Core. Now, most people suggest React Expo nowadays. It seems easier to get started versus just using the core version. Let's say you go for Expo. And now next you have to decide what language you have, JavaScript or TypeScript. So I choose TypeScript, but you also have an option for JavaScript. Platform integration is obviously iOS and Android. And then you have tools. You need an Expo app that you can download from the app stores that lets you run the app virtually on your phone. And you need a code editor. I think the popular choice is VS Code. And then you have to go to code, and there you have state, UI, navigation. There's probably other categories as well. In each of the category, there's like lots of options to choose from. If you go for navigation, Expo has their own navigation. There's React navigation. There's like React Native navigations. On UI, React Native gives some core UI libraries that you can customize, but it's not enough. If you try to just customize and make your own, that takes a lot of time. So I try to use something like native base, but there's like other options as well. For state, there is like obviously React default state, but there are other state libraries as well. The problem happens is like you have all these options that you have to spend time and decide which one is good for you. And let's say you try to go for navigation and you choose React navigation, and on the UI side you choose native base, and on the language JavaScript. Sometimes you get into these situations where one library doesn't work super well with other libraries, and maybe it works on Android, it doesn't work on iOS. I know it's very weird for me to complain because I'm a JavaScript dev. That's what devs do. Just use libraries all the time. But it works on the web because it's an open platform. But on the closed platforms like Android and iOS, especially iOS, where they don't appreciate all this stuff, it just seems like you're fighting against the system to build an app. It just feels weird. Now I'm nowhere saying I'm a React Native expert. That's what probably some people say on the defense of React Native, that, oh, you have to learn this, you have to learn this and stuff. But why? I don't want to be a React Native expert. I just want to build my app. And even to get started with all these overheads, the amount of time I spend on figuring out, I can probably spend a lot less on building Swift. And that's why I decided to give Swift a go. The only tool you need is Xcode and have to learn the Swift language. There might be other nitty-gritty stuff, but it was so easy and everything's just so seamless. And again, if you want to see my whole experience, just go watch that live stream. So yeah, I think I'm done with React Native. Now, some people might say, oh, what about Flutter? Flutter is, to my experience, a little more convenient, especially with the Android, but I still didn't have like a very nice experience with iOS. So I think I'm not a huge believer of cross-platform until iOS officially starts supporting them. Until then, it will be like we as a devs are just fighting against Apple system or Apple way of doing things, and that's not very pleasant for me. And on the Android side, you can just use the PWAs, right? And to my experience, PWAs work really well. For the most part, people will not have an issue using PWAs on it. But on iOS, they don't let you use PWAs. You have to do stuff on the Apple way. Man, it sucks, and I tried, man. I tried. So yeah, hope I didn't offend any React Native devs or lovers, but hope you get my point. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.